not get out here other than just run. This escape was obviously well planned and calculated. A lot of preparation went into this. They had plenty of resources, had cash, had vehicles, had everything they needed to pull this off. And that's what made this last week and a half so challenging. We were starting from ground zero, and not only that, we were they got a 6-hour head start on us. So it's been a and this just speaks volumes to the effectiveness and the efficiency. This is what they do. They track down fugitives, and today is obvious that they do it well. No evidence that I know of that there was anyone else involved other than Casey White and Vicky White. That I don't know about. That's not my deal. I have no idea. They're obviously in Indiana, and I'm here, so I don't really know what's going on as we speak. But the U.S. Marshals are up there. We will probably wait until they get back here. I don't see any need in us sending someone up there because they'll be brought back here. And if they don't waive extradition and are up there for a while, we may end up sending a team up. Well, the lesson that I think I've learned, and I think everybody's learned, you don't know who you can trust. I had every bit of trust in Vicky White. She has been an exemplary employee. And what in the world provoked her or prompted her to pull a stunt like this, I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever know. But, you as a leader, you've got to have people in place in these key positions like she was in, that you have confidence in, that you have trust in. And when they violate that trust, I don't know how you can predict that. We had the policies. A policy is a piece of paper. It can't prevent anything. A policy is there for me as a leader to take disciplinary action when a policy is violated. I can't predict when someone's going to violate a policy. It just, one more time, I've learned that you just don't know people sometimes. You think you do, and you really don't know who they are. Not just my tenure as sheriff. September of this year will mark the 50th anniversary of me beginning my career. I've never experienced a week like this in my career. Yes. I have not. That deputy is at her home as we speak. He was dispatched there. That's one reason we had to delay the press conference a while, to give him time to get to their house. Yes. Vicky, we will make arrangements to have her detained in another facility. And in fact, those arrangements have already been made. Those arrangements were made 3 or 4 days ago.
Well, we primarily want to bring him back here and hold him accountable, not only for this escape, obviously, but for the murder of Vicky Ridgway. Connie Ridgway. So we're going to be working with the sheriff's department to make sure that we can get him extradited and get him back here and hold him accountable. His capital murder case is set for June, so, plan A would be to try him in June for that. And there are a lot of moving parts between there and now. That's plan A. And obviously, I know that we got a great staff at the jail, and I know that they're going to be on high alert to house him and make sure that he doesn't get away from us again. So she's charged with facilitating the escape. That's a Class C felony, so she's looking at up to 10 years in prison. Yes, I mean that was our first priority when we found out that they were captured, is to let them know that, and we've done that, so they know. Well, to be frank, they already knew it from Facebook. So apparently the people in Indiana had already released it on Facebook. But yeah, I mean, but you know, that's part of what we take very seriously, is to make sure that our victims are informed and consulted about the case, and we've done that. Absolutely, and I mean that's one of the really sad things about this. That after finally being able to indict him for her murder, of having this twist and turn in that case, it's got to be devastating to them. So we look forward to bringing him to justice. I have not spoken to her, so I don't have any reaction from her. I tell you, my main concern is the media. Not, I mean, I obviously in favor of fair reporting, but we want to try this case right here in Lauderdale County. So, you know, our goal in the next days and weeks as we go ahead is we want to be cooperative with the media, but we also want to be mindful that we don't want to change the venue, for instance. We want to be able to try this case here in Lauderdale County among his peers. So we've got to take that into account as we go forward in the days ahead. Thank y'all.
Let me add, a question was asked earlier about changes in protocol or whatnot. The day will come when Casey White will have to be brought back here for trial. And I can assure you, we have a crowding dilemma at our corrections facility. We have about 315 inmates with 256 beds. We're using every crook and cranny we can in that bed to house inmates, but he will be in a cell by himself if we have to put other inmates on the floor to make it happen. He will stay in handcuffs and shackles while he's in that cell. If he wants to sue me for violating his civil rights, so be it. He's not getting out of this jail again. I'll assure you that. Any other questions? Thank you so much.